Okay, so today, actually yesterday, last night, I came into something fun. It was really interesting as I continue this trading journey. But let me show you what I saw. Um, if you look at this here, you see this down candle here. This candle was probably only up to about here. And so what I saw, I what I thought maybe it was a sign. This was a flag of a sign that it may go up, or I didn't know if this was going to um, if this was a downtrend, because if you look at the see, we are in a overall downtrend, but after we broke this structure here, and then we had this higher low and a higher high, it was kind of looking like that was gonna do a reversal here. But if you can see, this was a really nice 289 pip buy that I caught yesterday. It was sweet, and of course I left a lot off the table, which is okay. You know, you at this point I'm only going for what I can be reasonably sure I am going to get here in all probability. But this broke this structure here, so that seemed to reinforce the ideal that this was an uptrend. But I wanted to look at this further here. So right now I'm on the 2 hour time frame, and so I wanted to look at this in a lower time frame to see what was happening here. So uh, let's go ahead and do that, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I just kind of did this, and again I just wanted to look at that on a lower time frame. Let's go to the 5 minute. Okay, and as you can see here, okay, so let us make this a little. So here I'm wondering, do I have a Wyckoff formation forming here? And this is what was interesting, was in a uptrend Wyckoff formation, um, you're going down, and not, it's a downtrend, not a uptrend. You know, you're looking for this reversal here, and so I see here that you have a lot of transaction. It's forming, it's consolidating. This looks like you have a um, equal lows here. And these are somewhat equal highs, but not. So it was just like, oh, okay, what is happening here? And then I said, well, okay, well, I need to look at this, because in a in a upward Wyckoff formation, you have your peak here, but then you've got this this little jab, this spike up here, and then are these the same height? These are supposed to be higher. Are these the same height? I don't really know. So then I went ahead and let's get rid of that, and I wanted to look at this on a even lower time frame. So I looked at this on the minute time frame, on the 1 minute candlestick. And let us here. And as you can see here, you can really see that those were that those were actually spikes here on the 1 minute time frame, because you can see them here. These are testing. This is a spike. This is a test, and you see here this kind of broke this it kind of broke this initial spike, and it was just ever so slightly, which was very interesting. It was just ever so slightly. I would not have been able to see that if I wasn't on the if I didn't look at that on the 5 minute and then on the 1 minute. So when you come here, this area of support, you can see that all of this is hitting this area of support. It's testing. It's testing. It's testing. It broke here, and when I looked at it before, I couldn't see any of this because we're looking at that complete down candle there, whereas before I only saw a portion of it, so all I could see was down to here. So this test area here, I put my my sell right here on this test mark, and I chose for my stop loss was just up past here. See, this area wasn't showing yet, but I had just caught it, and I had this area here. Well, actually, it was showing, because when I set it, it was already right there, and in order to make sure I had it, I did a sale market execution, and then set my stop loss and take profits and that sort of thing. And so what I chose, let's go back to the 5 minute time frame. All right. So I am sure now that this is a Wyckoff, just barely, you know, and that it's headed down and not up like I first suspected. So let's go back to the 5 minute time frame. And as you can see here, so I set my sell and my take profit areas. I look for areas where I had support and resistance areas, and I chose all these my TP1, TP2, TP3, and my TP4. I know this is all marked up, but I'm going to show you why I marked it up. So, okay, so let's go ahead and play this. Let me make this bigger. Okay, all right, so we're here. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this. Around about 11:30, boom. Well, no, it didn't quite hit it yet, but around about 11:30, it really 11:30 last night. Actually, it was more like 10:30. What was this? This was 1940, 28. This was here, and so about 2105. I would well, I was It was really starting to just build. It was really consolidated again, so I was a little concerned. And so let us go here. Boom, and it blew my. So I hit my TP1, waiting for it to hit TP2, my take profit two. But before it hit my take profit two, it blew my stop loss, because when it hit TP1, I moved my stop loss to my entry point here. So when it blew right, I would have been fine. But because I moved the stop loss to the entry point, I blew it. And when I saw it, when I saw it, it was here. Okay? When I caught that it had blown my stop, because I wasn't watching it every second of the day. This was 22:15 last night, which was about 10:15. I was just out doing something, and so I immediately, as soon as I saw it, I saw this formation. I set another sell just to get back into it, and I put my my stop loss just past this area of resistance here, and just past this take profit level here, and a little past this area of resistance there. And I took it all the way down to where it was before, and then I turn it back on. So let's go ahead and run this and see what happened. Did you see what happened here? It came back up. This was 23:45. This was I think I had just gone to bed just before this happened here. Uh, I had just gone to bed, because at the time I went to bed, it was about here, and then it came up, but my stop loss held right there. You see that? That was great. And let's go ahead and run. Of course, I'm sleeping at this time, so I'm not watching it. And you see it come back up again. Now, had I been watching this, I would have set another trade when this hit my entry point again. I would have set another trade, another sell right at the same point, and I'd be able to have two going on, because each one of these I'm only risking 0.4% of my portfolio here. So risking setting up another trade would have been at 0.8%, still less than 1% of my portfolio. But I would have had both of these going had I seen this. But this was at 12:45, and I had already gone to bed, long since gone to bed. Okay, let's go ahead and set this. Boom. You see how it took it all the way up to, if I had just set it at this area of support, I'm sorry, area of resistance, it might have been very close to blowing my stop loss. But because I took it a little bit above it, it saved it. Okay, let's go ahead and run it again. Boom. I love it. This whole move was a this second move was a 170 pip move. This move here was a 245 pip move. Now, when this blew my stop loss here, I didn't lose all of that, and the reason is because when I did on that one, if it had hit my TP2 at that point, I would have closed out the trade 50%, but I never got to my TP2, so I did lose that one. But I did catch this 170 pip sell. So very interesting. So yeah, we're learning how to do this deal.